Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. As we prepare to celebrate Christmas, I want to echo the words of many who are saying that it is time for sharing. Just look for someone who is less fortunate and share with him. You can share the love. If you've got any food, you can share together. Of course, I want to take this opportunity to wish you again Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Ladies and gentlemen, have you realized that there is some tension in the country? Not just some tension, but palpable and very intense tension. And this tension is very unnecessary, if you ask me, because it is being created by the DCI. Apparently, it involves some Gen Zs who are busy in social media and they feel that the only way they can criticize the government is by creating some AI pictures. And these pictures have not gone down well with the government. And so what they have decided is to decide that they are on an abduction spree. They're abducting them every day, left, right, and center.
Now, in yet another incident of abduction in the country, a family in Ngong, Kajiado County is living in fear after their kin 24-year-old Bernard Kavuli was kidnapped at a petrol station in Ngong town on Sunday evening by 4 armed men. Surprisingly, Kavuli's abduction is also connected to his activities on social media pages, with the latest posts on his X platform criticizing the government and highlighting issues related to the 2007 post-election violence witnessed in the country. Kavuli was abducted a day after Peter Muteti and Billy Mwangi were also kidnapped in similar fashion by 4 armed men in Uthiru and Embu, respectively.
So as we prepare to enjoy our festivities, the family of Billy Mwangi, Ben Muteti, and Bernard Kavuli will be a very sad family because you cannot enjoy when your son is not around. You do not know whether they are alive, because if the past abductions is anything to go by, then they are just holding their breath, praying so hard that they come back safe. Now, if you thought that that is enough, we are also being informed that there are other 2 youths who were abducted today. One is the student leader of the university of Masai Mara University called Gabriel. The other one is Naomi. Naomi is also this lady who had posted some, what I may call a caricature of William Samoei Ruto, something that the DCI does not want to hear. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm saying that the tension that is being created is very unnecessary. Of course, I'm not a security expert, but I'm looking at it from a point of view where there are things that we can assume, because all these 5 Gen Zs have been abducted, that their only crime is creating some pictures, AI generated pictures that portray William Ruto. In fact, just to be blatant for people who do not know what I'm talking about, that they have created pictures that portray William Ruto dead and is in a coffin, because that is the only way they feel they can make William Ruto understand that they want life to become better. They want William Ruto to relook into the policies like the SHA, like the university funding model, like the looming vaccination of our cows. So there are very many ways of criticizing the government, and William Ruto once told us that he accepts criticism. And for the Gen Zs, the only way they can criticize is by creating such pictures. But it seems the DCI, and of course William Ruto, who is the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces, is uneasy about these pictures. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that I'm not a security expert, but I want to fault the DCI is this. From where I sit, if someone creates a post about our president, and I'm in the security sector, and I'm talking as a layman, I would try to assess and scrutinize the security threat. Can this man mobilize people to go to State House and cause mayhem? Does he pose any danger to the president? Can he even get access to the president? Is there a way he can injure the president? And if the answer is no, then the best way to deal with these youth is to assume. What happens if you let them create all these pictures on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook? Then you just decide to assume that nothing has happened. What will be the repercussion? Nothing. But you see now, the DCI has decided that they are going after every youth who creates those caricatures. And this is my worry. The more they apprehend this, the more they abduct them. If you look at social media, most of them are reposting the very image that is behind the abductions, and they are even saying, "Mnikujie." And I found that very daring, and there must be a reason. People are tired. Someone was once telling me that itafika mahali wewe mtu anasema nikibaki hapa kwa nyumba nitakufa, nikikujiwa nitakufa, nikifanya nini. So these youth feel like they have nothing to lose. If the DCI comes or not, life is the same. Not only those youths. If you look at the people are now saying, if they want to come for us, let them come for all of us. They are now even reposting those pictures. They are even creating worse pictures, some portraying William Ruto as a devil, others creating him as someone with a sword that wants to murder all Kenyans. Some people are creating images to show that he is eating Kenyans alive, portraying corruption, and it is not going to end well for them. That's why I'm saying that if I were in the shoes of the DCI, and I could be wrong, I would assume. Because look, now they're arresting young people, and the more they do that, it is not ending. So the mission backfires. Let me tell you something. You can kill the messenger or the messengers, but you cannot kill the message. The message is clear. So the more they abduct them, they give this act very some unnecessary prominence. So people realize that, okay, what Kasongo does not want is maybe that name, that nickname, or what he does not like is the fact that people are creating images that is dead. So let us continue this, because they really want something that will get into the nerves of William Samoei Ruto. And ladies and gentlemen, the more this happens, I have said that it backfires because I have a feeling that they have not succeeded in silencing people. If they had, then the day they abducted the first person, the other people would have called, they would have called their attention. But you see, they keep on posting. And if the DCI is so determined that they want to arrest them, how many will you arrest? Number two, this is how we radicalize our youths. And before you know it, we'll have a very enraged youth that will be very difficult to control. Why do we forget so fast? In June this year, our Gen-Zs went to the street. And when they started, people like the majority leader Kimani Ichung'wah was telling us that these people are non-entities. They go to the streets holding an iPhone and some water bottle, and they can do nothing. The day the Gen-Zs got into parliament, Kimani Ichung'wah was nowhere to be seen. And so I've got a feeling that we are playing with fire and we do not know. Let us not arrest people who just want to create. It's like they're content creators. That is how they earn a living. That is how they send a message. You look at what is the danger. What is it that they're talking about that is strange that maybe people do not know? Let me tell you, if the DCI would conduct an opinion poll secretly, you are told don't write your name, but just give what you feel about William Ruto. What is your wish to William Ruto? Then they will arrest all the Kenyans in their millions, because I believe I've been trying to talk to people enjoying street politics around, just getting the opinions of many. I can assure you that if the DCI is serious that they are arresting people, they can arrest the whole country. I mean, what is the difference between that young man and the people who rejected his speech, who are running away, who left the county commissioners with the president's speech. That's what I'm saying. The message is the same and you cannot kill it. Even with that, they tried arresting they summoned some MCA that they were saying is behind the heckling and boycotting Ruto speeches. This is a fallacy. Let us look at the deep-rooted causes of the reason why people are creating such pictures. And it is unnecessary. If the abductions are going to lead to their deaths, then that will be stupid. Do you know why? Why do you have to arrest or kill a young man because of just making a caricature? I have a feeling that we are building a mountain out of a molehill. Let us not create a country that is tensed. Our security apparatus are paid by taxpayers' money, and I think they should provide security. They have bigger fishes to fry. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I'm just looking at it as a concerned citizen, the repercussions of abducting our youths and the other way, just letting them create their contents and do whatever they want. I mean, it cannot harm William Ruto. So we are creating tension in their families. The parents, like I was listening to one of them, the parent is already suffering from some, I think it is blood pressure, because he's tensed, because he does not know what will happen next. Please, if the DCI is listening, I think these are people who went to school. There are very many ways of dealing with a rat. You can, and I think the best way is to just assume them. Assumption is the way to go, not arresting them. Let us not radicalize our youths for nothing. And if we forgot sins of June, then we might end there. Because this is pure provocation. We are provoking youth for nothing. Do you believe this is unnecessary tension? It is not working because they keep on posting even more the more they are arrested.